Namaste, Suprabhat, good morning. Wishing health and happiness to all of you from the core of my heart. Om Namah Shivaya. We have been discussing 7 steps to build a strong immune system via the path of yoga. And the first 2 steps were to wake up early in the morning between 4 to 5 a.m. at least once in a week to start with, preferably on Sundays. And after that, do yoga abhyas for at least 30 minutes. We also discussed which all asanas, pranayams we should do to get the maximum benefit out of those limited time of 30 minutes. And now, the third step. The third step is relaxation. Who does not want to relax? We all love to relax. Relaxation is a very important step in the yogic practice. Relaxation is an extremely important step in our journey to build a strong immune system. But it's so interesting that most of us, either we do not have enough time to relax, or we do not know how to relax, or we all are not aware of all the benefits of relaxing. In today's age of knowledge, we all know that as per medical research, almost 90% of the diseases these days are due to stress. It is important to note that to manage the stress, we have to calm the mind. Any technique of calming the mind is instantly useful in stress management. And obviously, the ultimate objective of yoga is to calm the mind. The initial steps of Ashtanga Yoga like Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar are preparations for this. And to calm the mind, there are various techniques. Some are less difficult, some are more difficult, depending upon our disposition, our environment, our nature. An attitude of giving, selfless attitude, an attitude of giving without expecting anything in return ever is the easiest way to calm the mind, to be stress-free, to relax, and to get rid of almost 90% of the diseases. But practically, it is difficult to follow. We all know. But no worries, there is an easier way out also to start with, and it is relaxation in Shavasana, leading to Yoga Nidra. What happens when we relax for around 15 minutes in Shavasana? What happens when we have got around 40 to 50 minutes and we can practice Yoga Nidra? What happens? Now let's understand that when our sympathetic nervous system is activated, we are in stress. We are in the fight or flight mode. Whatever food, whatever nutritious food or beverages we eat or drink are not absorbed by the body properly. The digestive system is not working. Rather, that food will harm us. It will get accumulated in the body as toxins. There will be acidity. There will be aches in the various parts of the body. And if it goes on for a long time, it will lead to all the lifestyle diseases. And when we relax in Shavasana, when we do Yoga Nidra, when we do deep breathing, our parasympathetic nervous system gets activated, which is rest and digest mode. Whatever food we eat, the body will absorb all the nutritions. We will be stress free, we will be relaxed, and this will help in improving our immunity system. Whatever asanas and pranayam sessions we organize, I talk about, I always end those sessions with relaxation in Shavasana. But I've noticed that in a lot of places, relaxation does not get its due importance. Whereas at least 15% and ideally 30% of the time in yogasana, pranayam session or class should be devoted to relaxation. Rather, I would say that separate, special sessions should be organized for relaxation and Yog Nidra. Because this is an extremely important and effective step in our journey to build a strong immune system. Next week, we will discuss the fourth step. Thank you. Namaste. Hari Om. Tat Sat.